Embracing the present, a journey into wisdom and inner freedom. In April 2019, a time when nature seemed to harmonize in perfect symphony, I arrived in a place that felt otherworldly, Rishikesh, Uttarakhand, India. This town, affectionately called the yoga capital of the world, unfolds along the majestic banks of the Ganges River. A river not just flowing with water but with the spirituality and devotion of countless generations. The atmosphere was nothing short of magical. The mornings greeted you with a golden sunrise that painted the river in hues of amber and gold, while the evenings draped the town in a serene stillness, punctuated by the soothing chants from distant ashrams. For 2 months, I lived and breathed the essence of yoga, fully immersed in an international yoga teacher training course at Shiva Yoga Peeth, a sanctuary nestled right beside the holy waters. The air itself carried a rare purity, crisp and infused with the gentle fragrance of blooming jasmine and wildflowers. Each sunrise bathed the town in golden light, reflecting off the rippling waters of the Ganges like liquid fire. The sun's warmth was never oppressive, instead caressing the skin with a gentle, life-giving embrace. Surrounding me were emerald green forests, alive with the songs of birds and the whispers of the wind through ancient trees. It felt as though these forests were keepers of ageless wisdom, their presence inviting a deep, wordless reverence. Even the sound of the Ganges was unlike anything I had ever heard, not just a river but a living force, flowing with a meditative rhythm that seemed to echo the very heartbeat of existence. Sitting by its banks, I could feel its energy envelop me, as if it were silently teaching me to let go, to flow with life instead of resisting it. In those moments, it felt as though Rishikesh itself was a great teacher, harmonizing every element of nature to guide the soul into a state of profound peace. The town breathed with an ancient rhythm, and in its embrace, I felt as though I, too, had become a part of this sacred flow, an inseparable thread in the fabric of existence. I experienced moments that transcended words, where the boundaries between myself and nature seemed to dissolve into an expansive stillness. Walking into the forest, I felt as though I was stepping into a sacred cathedral, with every rustling leaf and whispering breeze carrying echoes of ancient wisdom. The earth beneath my feet felt alive, its pulse synchronized with my own, grounding me in a shared rhythm of life. Sitting by the Ganges, I embraced the profound act of simply being. The river's gentle murmur became a soothing mantra, washing away the noise of the mind and inviting a peace so deep it felt as though time itself had stopped. Even the simple gesture of stepping into its cool, sacred waters was transformative, a ritual of renewal that connected me to a force far greater than myself. In those moments, it was as if the entire universe breathed with me, and the burdens of ordinary life faded into insignificance. I found myself immersed in a profound sense of freedom, a serenity that whispered of a truth beyond thought, beyond words, where existence itself felt like a meditation in its purest form. These reflections are not just memories, they are a call to live fully, to step beyond the noise and truly experience life's richness. This is the heart of what I hope to share with you on my channel. Practical philosophy. Together, let's explore what it means to live deeply and meaningfully, guided by ancient wisdom and the lessons we gather from life's extraordinary simplicity. This thought, though unsettling, is profoundly liberating. It tears down illusions and invites us to step into a life filled with purpose, depth, and radiant joy. Today, let's journey into this awakening together, with insights drawn from ancient wisdom and enriched by personal reflections. We'll uncover what it means to live not just fully, but meaningfully. By the end, you won't simply exist, you'll thrive in ways you never imagined. Mortality is often a topic we sidestep, shrouding it in avoidance as though ignoring it might grant us immunity. Yet, It's precisely this uncomfortable truth that unlocks life's deepest freedoms. Every sunrise you witness, every cherished conversation, serves as a poignant reminder that nothing is guaranteed. Sadhguru likened life to a fleeting pop-up window on a computer screen, appearing briefly before vanishing without a trace. It's such a simple metaphor, but it carries a seismic impact. It strips away our illusions of permanence and possession, leaving us face to face with life's raw reality. You arrived here with nothing, and you will leave the same way. But doesn't this stark truth elevate the value of every moment you're gifted? It shifts the focus from clinging to what you might lose to celebrating the mere fact that you're here, alive, and capable of experiencing this incredible phenomenon. Life's greatest profit, after all, is not in what you accumulate, but in how deeply and vividly you live. I once met a woman who had faced death and come out the other side transformed. Her brush with mortality awakened a profound sense of gratitude. She confided, "Before, I lived like life was a series of tasks to check off: wake up, work, sleep, repeat. But now, every sip of tea feels like a treasure, every shared laugh like a spark of magic." Her story reminds us of something we often forget: the most ordinary moments, when viewed through the lens of impermanence, reveal their extraordinary beauty. It's as if life whispers its secrets to those willing to pause, listen, and cherish what they once overlooked. When we grasp the fleeting nature of existence, we stop rushing and start savoring. We stop seeking elsewhere and find fulfillment right where we are. But here's the paradox: most of us spend our lives avoiding life. We build walls around our pain, shield ourselves from discomfort, and even shy away from profound joy, mistaking this constant state of guardedness for security. Yet, in doing so, we create a prison of our own making. Sadhguru's question slices through this illusion like a blade. Have you come here to avoid life, or to experience it? Let that sink in for a moment. It's not a casual inquiry but an invitation to reevaluate the very essence of how you live. Avoidance doesn't bring peace, it amplifies misery. Only by engaging with life, in all its unpredictable, chaotic beauty, can we grow. Consider the young entrepreneur who endured setback after setback, each failure a blow that would have sent many retreating. Instead, she chose to lean into the storm, to see each misstep as a stepping stone rather than an obstacle. Over time, this shift in perspective became her greatest strength. Today, she runs a successful business. But more importantly, she radiates resilience. Her unshakable character was not forged in moments of triumph but in her relentless willingness to embrace life's uncertainties. This is the paradoxical magic of engagement. The more we step into life, the more life reveals its treasures. The beauty of life is in the details, the small, tangible moments that shape who we are. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Think about the times you felt truly alive. Were they grand, monumental achievements? Or were they the quiet moments, a shared smile, a walk in nature, or a moment of unexpected kindness? Sadhguru urges us to set small goals, not because they're easy but because they reintroduce us to the simple joys we've forgotten. Revisit an old photograph of yourself. Look into the eyes of that person you used to be. Notice the unfiltered joy, the spark of curiosity, the effortless smile that radiated from within. When did that magic fade? At what point did the weight of responsibilities and the noise of the world dim that inner light? Now, imagine if you could reclaim even half of that childlike wonder, that spontaneous zest for life. One man I know made this his mission. A former marathon runner. He found himself consumed by work and burdened by stress, sidelining the activities that once brought him joy. One day, he decided enough was enough. He set a single, modest goal: to walk for 10 minutes each day. That seemingly small act became a gateway to transformation. Over time, those walks reignited his sense of vitality and self-connection, growing into a practice that reshaped his health and spirit. This idea is deeply rooted in the philosophy of yoga. Yoga teaches us that life is a dynamic interplay of body, mind, and spirit. When we honor the body, even through the simplest of movements like a daily walk, we align with the rhythm of life itself. It's not about grand gestures or unattainable perfection, it's about intention and presence. Progress emerges not from monumental leaps but from steady, conscious steps. In yoga, there's a concept known as sthira sukha, meaning steadiness and ease. This balance can be found in the most ordinary moments when we approach them with mindfulness and devotion. Imagine if every step you took, every breath you inhaled, was an act of returning to yourself, a reclamation of the vibrant being you were always meant to be. Yet, despite all our efforts, the greatest battles are often waged within the confines of our own minds. How many nights have you laid awake, wrestling with memories you cannot change or fretting over futures you cannot predict? Overthinking has become a silent epidemic, one that feeds on the very faculties that define our humanity, the vivid memory that allows us to relive moments and the boundless imagination that propels us into worlds of possibility. These gifts, meant to enrich our existence, often ensnare us in cycles of regret and anticipation. But here's the pivot point: mastery over the mind begins with awareness. Imagine your thoughts as a river, endlessly flowing. You can either be swept away by the current, or you can sit on the riverbank and observe it. Techniques like journaling, where you pour your thoughts onto paper, create clarity; meditation, which centers the mind, fosters detachment, and even the simplicity of deep, intentional breaths can bring you back to the sanctuary of the present moment. In yoga, this practice is likened to chitvritti nirodha, the calming of mental fluctuations. It teaches that the mind's nature is to move, to leap from one thought to the next like a restless monkey. But through focused practice, we can guide it into stillness, creating space for clarity and peace. Mastery does not mean suppressing the mind's movement but learning to direct it, to let thoughts flow without being carried away. This shift, subtle yet profound, transforms the mind from a tormentor into an ally, capable of great insight and creativity. I remember Elena, a university student overwhelmed by the weight of her future, uncertain career paths, mounting academic pressure, and the relentless tide of expectations. Her nights were sleepless, her days clouded by worry. Then one day, she stumbled upon the power of conscious breathing. By devoting just 5 minutes each morning to deep, intentional breaths, she discovered a remarkable shift within herself. Her racing thoughts slowed, her focus sharpened, and she began approaching her challenges with newfound clarity. Over time, what started as a small daily practice blossomed into a cornerstone of her well-being. Elena's journey reveals a profound truth embedded in ancient yogic philosophy: the disciplined mind, anchored in the present, becomes not just an ally but a transformative force. Through something as simple as breath, we can bridge the chaos of the external world and the serenity within, reminding us that mastery over the mind begins with the gentlest of steps. Responsibility is another cornerstone of conscious living, but its true meaning often eludes us. It isn't about shouldering blame or enduring burdens, rather, it is the profound ability to respond consciously and deliberately to life's myriad situations. This perspective shifts responsibility from being a weight to being a liberation. Take Arjun, for example, who found himself adrift after losing his job during a severe economic downturn. While many might have succumbed to despair, Arjun saw his predicament as an opportunity cloaked in adversity. Instead of surrendering to defeat, he embraced the challenge. He used the time to upskill, learning about emerging markets and digital tools. Slowly but steadily, he launched his own consultancy, turning a crisis into a catalyst for reinvention. Arjun's journey exemplifies how conscious responsibility transforms setbacks into stepping stones. From the lens of yoga, responsibility aligns profoundly with the principle of karma yoga, selfless action performed with complete awareness and a detachment from the fruits of those actions. This yogic perspective challenges the common perception of responsibility as a burden, reframing it instead as an empowering practice of conscious engagement with life. When you perform actions without the weight of expectation, you unlock a new level of freedom to fully immerse yourself in the process and align your actions with your higher purpose, rather than being shackled by the fear of failure or the pursuit of rewards. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna teaches Arjuna that true responsibility lies in devotion to the task at hand, not the outcome it produces. This philosophy invites us to approach life with wholehearted participation, understanding that while external events are beyond our control, our response to them defines our experience. Responsibility, in this sense, becomes an act of surrender, not of defeat, but of mastery, as you harmonize with the flow of life rather than resist it. Take Arjun, for example, a man who found himself adrift after losing his job during a severe economic downturn. While many might have succumbed to despair, he embraced his predicament as a hidden opportunity. Drawing from the essence of karma yoga, Arjun used the time to acquire new skills and understand emerging market trends, all while maintaining a sense of detachment from the immediate results of his efforts. Slowly but steadily, he rebuilt his career, launching a consultancy that not only sustained him financially but also brought him immense fulfillment. His journey is a living testament to the transformative power of acting with awareness, devotion, and an open heart. This deeper understanding of responsibility cultivates an inner clarity that transforms life from a relentless pursuit of external validation into a harmonious dance with the rhythms of existence. Instead of viewing challenges as barriers, they become opportunities to grow, evolve, and align with our highest purpose. In the yogic perspective, this clarity arises when we transcend the ego's need for control and surrender to the flow of life, trusting that each event carries a lesson designed to expand our consciousness. Responsibility, then, is not a burden but a sacred act of co-creating our reality with awareness, resilience, and grace. Society often conditions us to chase expectations, fostering a relentless pursuit of external validation. Yet, Sadhguru challenges this deeply ingrained mindset by proclaiming, "Life happens not because of your desires but because of your capability." This subtle yet profound shift from expectation to capability reframes our entire approach to life. Picture an artist, overwhelmed by the urge to measure up to her peers, her creative spirit stifled under the crushing weight of societal benchmarks. However, when she shifts her focus inward, dedicating herself to the mastery of her craft rather than the approval of others, her art transforms. The brilliance of her work becomes undeniable, not as a result of chasing recognition but as a natural expression of her authentic effort. True success, as it turns out, is not something we hunt. It emerges organically when we align our capabilities with intentional action and genuine passion. Fulfillment, though, doesn't come from monumental achievements but from how we approach the everyday with intention and reverence. A gardener tending to plants may seem mundane to an observer, but to him, every act, every seed sown and leaf pruned, becomes a meditation on patience and growth. Each moment, no matter how small, is infused with purpose, transforming his seemingly ordinary routine into an extraordinary practice of connection and devotion. This mindset, to find wonder in the details, reveals a profound truth: life's richness is not in its grandeur but in the quiet beauty of its smallest, most intimate moments. As yoga teaches, the essence of life is found not in what we achieve outwardly, but in how present and aligned we are with the here and now. At the heart of it all is a single truth: life is not a problem to be solved but a profound experience to be embraced and savored. This realization invites us to delve deeply into the mastery of our inner world, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and to awaken to the infinite possibilities of the present moment. A wise village elder once shared a timeless parable with his grandson: inside you, two wolves are engaged in an eternal struggle. One embodies fear, regret, and doubt, while the other radiates joy, courage, and hope. The wolf that triumphs is the one you choose to feed. This story carries profound wisdom. It reminds us that every thought, every emotion we nurture, shapes the reality we experience. Yoga speaks of this choice as cultivating samskaras, mental impressions or grooves that deepen with repetition. By consistently choosing courage and joy over fear and regret, we carve pathways in our consciousness that lead to freedom and fulfillment. Mastery, therefore, is not achieved by suppressing the wolves but by consciously guiding the one that aligns with our higher self. Each moment becomes an opportunity to break free from the reactive cycles of the mind and step into the vastness of being truly alive. So here we are, standing on the edge of boundless possibility. Life's greatest gift is its unpredictability, a canvas waiting to be painted with the vibrant colors of your courage, resilience, and curiosity. Embrace this uncertainty, for within it lies the gateway to growth and transformation. Fear may try to tether you, but it is only a shadow, disappearing under the radiant light of awareness. In these moments of presence, you will find that life is not a series of tasks or accomplishments but a profound, immersive experience. It is about savoring the richness of each breath, feeling the texture of existence, and connecting deeply with the here and now. Let us walk this journey together, exploring life's mysteries and uncovering its deeper truths. With every step, may we inspire each other to live boldly and authentically, fully awake to the miracle of being alive. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of wisdom and inner freedom. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing to Practical Philosophy, where we delve into life's profound questions and timeless truths. Until next time, may you find peace, purpose, and joy in every moment. Let's continue to awaken to the infinite possibilities within us.